he's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Packers and the Commanders next on EA Sports.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
The numbers for Jones last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Didn't get it by much, but they got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go jet sweep here with Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start on the ground. Carter. Room here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 16 more on that one and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Touchdown, Washington. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This pass finds its way to Williams. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a point down?
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now back to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the play ball, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Mevis knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here is Washington now to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll give to Carter here on the option. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Jones. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Jones. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He was brought down at the 26. On gain of 2.
They'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete right side to Otten. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Ran And the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll look to throw again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin with, let's call it a testy-est rivalry in the NFL today. Cincinnati playing host to Pittsburgh in the AFC North. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. The Steelers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Back to throw again. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Carter to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's returnable now for Smith. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
The give is to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 36 yards on the play. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Left side to Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Bernard. Able to slither by. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Here's Carter on the read option. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
At the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second down, here's the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that is going to really get incomplete.
Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
61 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
The drive starts with a completion left side and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Another tote for Carter.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Now a carry for Bernard.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road.